So 10 minutes ago, I discovered that my smartphone has a timer. I've never used it before. Let's try it now. Oh dear, it's all going to go horribly wrong. That is sort of the point of my talk, is we're sort of flooded around with all these technologies, and they're everywhere, and I can't even get this damn thing. I'm pressing buttons and nothing's happening. I press space. Okay, so my name is Michael Twidale. I'm at the Graduate School of Library Information Science, and I want to talk to you about computational metacognition. And let's start off by saying there's a lot of tech out there, and it's growing all the time. And this is all about good news, bad news. So good news, lots of tech. Bad news, we've got to learn it. What kinds of tech learning is there? New gadgets, like my phone, new applications, new programs, updates of the programs you've already done, new versions of your operating systems, new features in Microsoft Word you never even knew were there. So there's a lot of stuff, and many of us may be learning new bits about technologies every single day, but we're certainly not going on training courses for it. So sometimes it works very well, and sometimes it doesn't. Where is this learning happening? All over the world. Look at these numbers here. You know, it kind of changes your perceptions when you start to think of the North American learning market as boutique. So, lots of learning. Where is it happening? It's happening obviously in the workplace, in schools. It's happening at home. You know, how do you configure your home entertainment system so when grandma comes to visit you can actually watch Jeopardy? How many buttons do you have to press for that? Banking and finance, health and wellness. When you go to the airport check-in, there are technologies to be learned, and they're being learned by literally billions of people all around the world every single day. Isn't that wonderful? So, good news. A lot of the time, we manage to figure it out on our own. Good human-computer interaction makes things guessable. It never makes them intuitive, but it might make them guessable. So it sometimes works, actually works quite a lot. But let's admit it, we all get confused. I've got a PhD in computer science, and I get confused by technology every single day. And it's only when we start to admit to our confusions that we have this dirty little secret that we can think about doing something about it. Otherwise, we just sort of forget that there are these issues, and we may think, well, you know, she's a techie, she just has to stand near a computer and she figures out this new application. I go there, I press buttons at random, and it all goes horribly wrong. I think, oh, I'm no good at this, I'll go do French literature instead. So, what's going on there? Well, I think that it's worth using this idea from education research, been around for a very long time, metacognition, the thinking about your own thinking. Let's reflect on how I learned last time and can I do it better next time. And in general, we talk about metacognition as this generic skill. You can use it to learn absolutely everything. And I'm sticking the word computational in front of that and saying, I kind of think that there's certain subset of extra skills that kind of account for why is it that some people are what we call techies, they just seem to stand near computers and learn them, and other people don't. So how do I go about learning a new gadget, and are there better ways of doing it? And how come some people are good at it and some people are not good at it? Well, maybe they're just smarter. I really don't want to believe that. Maybe there's something in your genetic code. You have the tech learning gene. Seems very unlikely to me. Richard Dawkins would be probably horrified that we've got pre-programmed to learn about computers in our DNA. Let's just nail it on the head. If there is a tech gene, no, it's not carried in the Y chromosome. So, what is going on here? What do these people who are good at tech learning actually do? Can we find that out? Can we find out what are the people who are less good at tech learning? Is it they just don't know stuff? Or is it that they have certain misconceptions about how to go about doing tech learning that means that they just can't move on from there? So there are various skills. Here's one. Nowadays, we have a new opportunity that we can learn about technologies by searching. So, of course, I'm in the Graduate School of Library Information Science. We know about searching. So, learning technology now has a major component of search about it. And if you're lucky, you can find the right answer. And if you're unlucky, you don't know what the thing is you're looking for, you don't know what it's called, and you get half an answer. What do you do with half an answer? If you're techie, you can do something with half an answer. If you're not, you can't. So, emotion. Good news, I found it, I feel good. Bad news, I'm depressed. Playfulness seems to come into it an awful lot. So, tech tinkering is not about pressing buttons at random. The people who are good at it are doing something very systematic. And if we can sort of tease apart those issues, then maybe we can teach them to other people. And, you know, it's kind of like debugging a computer program. It's like, you know, you don't press things at random to fix it. You try and figure what's going on and do something about it. But now we're talking about debugging our own understanding of technology. And can we teach it the way that we teach debugging in computer science? And if we can do that, just imagine what 4 billion adults learning a little bit better could do to improve industry, society, science, everything. You know, there are great problems out there in the world. Technologies can help, but they can only help if people know how to tinker more productively. And we don't want to just leave it to the techie elite priesthood. We want to open it to everybody. We did it with literacy. Reading and writing used to be just for priests. Now it's for everybody. Can we do it for technology too?